Hey guys, CACMK 2004 again with you guys. This is basically just gonna be a sit down talk. I've been wanting to do this for a while. It's just I was just not able to do it, you know. And I remember saying in one of the vlogs that I just didn't want to go into too much detail about it. But I had a dream about it, so I really just need to say basically what happened. This is about our dog Precious. If you guys remember, I didn't show Precious a lot in the videos because part of me kind of had an instinct something was going to happen to the dog and that we were not going to keep her. The other part of me, you know, just thought we would keep her. Honestly, guys, I just thought it was all going to work out. And anyways, let's get to this, right? So when we moved to Utah, our first mistake more than anything, we got a lot of pets. You know, we really shouldn't have even gotten the dog. Not that the dog I do not regret getting her. You know, I just feel bad in the situation that she had to be in, you know, because of us. But anyways, guys, when we moved in there, you know, I didn't really feel too comfortable. I mean, the apartment wasn't bad at all, as you guys saw. I even showed you. I mean, the apartment was very fancy-dancy. You know, I'm not saying it was like the most extremely fancy apartment. You know, there were other more prettier apartments than ours, but it wasn't the low class either. Does that make sense? Hope it makes sense. So basically, when we got a dog, I just, you know, I wanted to have a dog. You know, and I kept telling Travis, like, let's get a dog. You know, because I don't feel very comfortable being by myself here, you know, because Travis, when we lived there, he worked for long hours, and I would stay home by myself, and, you know, my daughter did keep me company, cats kept me company, but it's not the same, you know. It's not the same. Sorry, I keep touching my ear. I feel like I'm getting like a cold or something, or allergies. It's not the same, you know. Those of you that have dogs or live by your own and stuff, I'm sure you guys can relate. What gets it worse to me, it's my anxiety. You know, my anxiety just makes that worse, but that's another video. Anyways, we decided that we were gonna go get a dog. You know, it was a long decision because we were like, you know, should we? Because part of us kind of thought we weren't gonna stay there. You know, like we kind of already knew, but we were just trying to pretend the situation was better when it honestly was not even good. You know, the situation was always bad. It just got worse and worse. So, pardon me. So we went to the shelter. The first shelter that we went to, they said we couldn't have the dog because we looked into a husky, and the husky was just, what's the word? The husky was just too outdoorsy for us because huskies need, you know, they're basically like wolves. You know, that's the honest truth. They needed more space, you know, so there was just no way we were going to be able to have that dog and live in an apartment. You know, they just didn't let us, and I'm so grateful that they didn't let us because, first of all, the animal would have suffered. Not that I feel bad that we got Precious because she suffered as well. But I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional here. I'm trying not to. Don't be surprised if I do cry at the end of this video because honestly, guys, it's a hard topic to talk about, you know, but I'm trying to explain what happened, you know, because I feel like I need to explain, especially after the dream that I had. Anyways, I'm just so happy we didn't get the dog because honestly, she would have been so hard to, you know, for me to have to get rid of her, you know. Anyways, we went to another shelter called Davis. I don't know what it was called. I just know it was in Davis, Utah. And we were seeing Precious, you know, they were walking Precious, and at first we thought, well, that dog's not for sale. You know, we saw another dog at first, and we were kind of interested in it, but we weren't as interested as the dog that we saw. When we got Precious, we didn't know if she was a boy or a girl, so we really didn't know. You know, I didn't know if she was a boy or a girl, but as time progressed, we noticed that she was a girl. We had Precious till, I'm going to say, New Year's, actually before New Year's, so we basically had to let her go in January. We did not pay the pet deposit in the apartment. As I said, guys, we were just very broke. I don't know how we did it. We got shelter food for the dog, you know, for the cats as well. I mean, it just all became so hard, you know. we were living a life that we weren't ready to live, you know. I mean, we were living a life of people that already basically had a career set, you know, and, you know, everything was just basically made, you know. We were just not there yet, you know. That was not our life yet. So then one day we got a letter, and, you know, the dog was starting to get used to us, and I was starting to get used to the dog, you know, because at first I was a little scared of her, you know, because she was big. She was a big dog. I'm going to put a picture here before the video for you guys to see her. She was a big dog, you know, and she was a beautiful dog. I started getting attached to her as well, you know. I didn't want to give her up. I just did not want to give her up. Another mistake that I made too was I used to put her on my balcony, because we had a balcony, and I would put her out there knowing that we just had not paid for her, you know. It was just a lot of causes and mistakes, but at the same time, you know, we shouldn't have gotten her, you know. So we got her. We got a letter. And the letter said that we need to get rid of the dog because we haven't. I'm sorry, guys. Just, you know, it makes me sad. You know, it does, because I miss her. I do miss her. I do. We got a letter, and the letter said you have to, you know, either get rid of your pet, or you have to pay a pet deposit. And there was no way in heck that we were going to pay a pet deposit, you know, because we could barely afford our rent. You know, honestly, we weren't even paying our rent, you know. We were getting help for our rent, you know, because we couldn't pay it. So, with a sad heartening in my heart, you know, I didn't want to believe it, but we had to give her up. You know, we had to send her to a shelter again. And I'm not going to forget that when we sent her, she gave me a very sad look in her eye, and she, you know, gosh, I felt horrible for what I did, and I just felt sad, you know. I felt, I'm sorry, you know, this didn't work out with us. But hopefully you get some people that love you and take care of you, you know, because you deserve it. You deserve it. You're a very good dog. And I just couldn't go inside and give her up, you know. I couldn't do it. It was just too heartbreaking for me, as you guys can see. Reason I'm saying this, guys, you know, it's because I don't want to sound like a hypocrite here, you know, mixed with what I'm about to say. Is because if you have a pet, you know, actually, no, before you get a pet, you need to make sure you can afford it. You know, you need to make sure you can take care of it, you know, because shelter pets suffer a lot. You know, and if I had realized that, you know, I was just being so stubborn, you know, and I'm admitting to my mistakes, I wouldn't have gotten her, you know, because we could barely afford ourselves, you know. So, you know, taking her back to a shelter must have been just traumatizing for her, you know, again, you know, her getting used to us and everything, you know. And also, you know, it was very hard for me to juggle with her at the same time, because it was freezing cold, you know. I didn't want to take my daughter outside with me sometimes, you know, because it was freezing, and I had to take the dog outside, you know, and I had to take my daughter outside. Oh my goodness, you know, by the end of all this, I was physically exhausted, you know, like physically exhausted already, and that wasn't my morning yet. Like, I was just tired and exhausted. But anyways, guys, that was my message that I wanted to share. I mean, if you want a pet, make sure you can afford it, you know, and especially if it's a shelter pet, because they do suffer a lot. They suffer, you know. I will never forget Precious, you know, even after we got another dog, you know, and we eventually, you know, we are able to live on our own, because she taught me some things, you know. She taught me that if we just can't afford it, you know, we cannot get it yet, you know. That's what she taught me, and I'm grateful for that. She was a very beautiful dog. I just hope she's happy where she is, you know, because I love her. You know, I will always love her. She will always hold a special place in my heart. And I just made this video because I had a dream of her, you know, yesterday. basically we're in our apartment, and it was weird. I mean, it was just that we barely moved in. The freaking what's the word? The freaking landlord even saw the dog and she wasn't saying anything. But then we were moving back out. You know, it was just a weird dream, but I just saw Precious in the dream, and I'm like, you know what? She's been on my head all day. You know, like, wow. You know, I had dreamt of my dog, ex-dog. You know, I just was wondering if she's okay, you know, because I dreamt of her. I've never dreamed of her before. But I just been lately thinking about her, you know, because I just wonder what happened to her, you know. I just wonder if she's okay, you know. I even wonder if she'll remember me. Probably not, you know, because we didn't have her for too long either. But, yeah. Anyways, guys, I am sorry. This was an emotional talk, as you guys can see. I really never get emotional because I don't have, like, a lot of viewers yet, you know, so I don't really feel comfortable getting emotional. But in this case, I just really felt like I had to, because I honestly miss the dog, you know, and that's something that's never going to go away. If you guys have any experiences with this or want to share as well with me, feel comfortable to. You know, I'm always here. Also, guys, I just uploaded my video right now. I have a lot to upload, actually. Some are already edited, but the ones that I'm recording right now, I have to edit them and then upload them. So this video might not be up till next week. Probably. Don't know yet. But anyways, guys, have a great night. And if you guys want to hear more talk time with me, just let me know and I will do it. I love you all very much.